Yes, coming up, I've got a clip of Donald Trump from a briefing, I believe it was Monday afternoon, of Donald Trump saying that he was angry. Apparently he was on a video conference with other G7 partners. You know what? At this point, I don't believe anything he says. I don't know if this actually happened or not. This is you'll see the video in a second. He's claiming that he went through 180 countries or something, each France and England, talking about their situation economically and with COVID and everything. And he says he was angry. You'll see the video. And he's angry because we weren't told about this. People didn't want to, somebody didn't want to talk, people didn't want to talk about this. He doesn't know why, but for some reason, he wasn't told about this. And he's angry and he wants to get to the bottom of it. Amazing, amazing. In January, that was him. As we've all seen him actually just call it a hoax by the Democrats. We've seen him say that it was just 15 people and it was going to go away. It's a hoax, nothing important. I can't believe why you watch this video and he's blaming this. He's blaming what he did exactly on some other mysterious person, it's infuriating. And the most infuriating thing is there's this group of Trump supporters that just swallow it hook, line, and sinker. And these are the people that start yelling about China. And then I heard something the other day that, again, you guys know how this scares me about China. I heard something about, well, what kind of repercussions if China did this. At first they were saying, it was the wet markets, and Trump needs a scapegoat. So all of a sudden now they have these unsubstantiated rumors or statements that it was a lab, and now they're starting to slip in little things that, well, it might have been intentional. And then you start hearing this stuff about repercussions. I wouldn't, and this scares me. I wouldn't be surprised if you start hearing, what they're going to do to these labs, or is there going to be military strikes? And as I stress again, China is not Iraq. China is not Afghanistan. China is a superpower. If we start sending any kind of military force towards China, there will be a World War III. And it'll make this pandemic look like a walk in the fucking park. Anyway, I see Georgia opening up its economy, opening up its stores and whatnot. And the Georgia governor says it was a hard economic decision. I see yet another governor bowing down, kissing Trump's ass, and submitting to these other protesting Tea Party idiots. The thing about Georgia is it's very close to Connecticut in basic cases. Because I see this because us in Georgia and Texas pretty much keep flipping. We're all three of us are around 20,000 cases, I believe, in each state. The difference being that Connecticut is a tiny fraction of the size of either one of those two states. But anyway, Georgia and a few other states opening up, and I see all over the news. I usually don't complain about the media. I like to believe that I'd like to believe that there's still some honor out there with reporting, journalists and whatnot. But I keep seeing them sensationalize these protesters out there, and it worries me. It worries me that they're giving the impression that there's a larger amount, because right now these protesters are still a small percentage of overall Americans. The larger percentage of Americans do not agree with opening up the country prematurely. But the way that it's being shown on a lot of these stations, granted, I'm watching a Fox News channel right now, so that could have a lot to do with it. I'm afraid it gives the idea that there's more, that it's these protests, that this idea is more popular than it really is. Yeah, so that's where we're at today. Okay, here's the clip of Donald Trump. It's ridiculous. He's talking about people who were trying to hide the COVID virus, who didn't want to talk about it. Have a good day, you guys.
And I was angry because this should have been told to us. It should have been told to us early. It should have been told to us a lot sooner. People knew it was happening, and people didn't want to talk about it. I don't know why, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. But people should have.
China, or I mean,
People should.